How's it going, everyone? Sorry for the delay in uploads. There was a holiday Monday there, Labor Day weekend, and I kind of just, my whole schedule got thrown off from that. I didn't really account for that when I was trying to get ahead in recordings a little bit. But in the meantime, while I was waiting to get things back together here, Script Welder actually pushed a balance update. So I'm not going to go through it very in detail here, because people can just go check it out for themselves. And there's kind of spoilers laced into it. But basically, like for this one, for example, the shades, the trio of shades that are constantly healing, their max HP scaling is reduced. Reduced heal over time, reduced heal scaling. They can't just indefinitely heal themselves and outpace you the way they could before. And kind of generally bosses across the board have been scaled down in really similar ways. Funny because now I'm most of the way through that, but I do genuinely and generally appreciate it. And it seems like based on the handful of negative reviews this game has gotten, this is like the number one pain point for people. Maybe everyone else is like more comfortable just like respecing and things, but like for me it was a little bit of a struggle there, but like not enough to ruin the experience or anything. But I am glad to see it addressed. I also thought this was really funny. You can now show the Sphinx to Tutu in the Forest of the Lost, which Script Welder in the comments was like, oh, now that I see you do it, I should definitely have that in the game. Changing nailed planks to be nailed boards to differentiate them from nailed plank is great. I definitely crafted the wrong thing a couple times. So this is possibly a change driven by my stupidity more so than my feedback. And then the gutter in the dollhouse now spawns thermos instead of health potion. Oh, that is actually good. The health potion by itself wasn't actually all that useful. And then generally bug fixes, all really good to see. Now, because the bosses have all been scaled down, I bet I could quite confidently go and fight the Sirens and just win. Like, I think that probably would work. But I'm tempted to revisit other old dreams, since I think I would have inspected that already. Since the revisiting the hotel, maybe that other one is new, because that's new. Then maybe there's reasons to revisit those other dreams as well. Witness testimony. Investigation 309196. Report 12B. Interview of a witness to the incident of Mrs. B. Barnes. Yes, I knew him all right. He was such a kind young man. Helped me carry the groceries up the stairs whenever that damned elevator was out of order. Which happens a lot, actually. They should really do something about that. It's unbelievable how... What was I... Oh, right. Thomas. Such a lovely man. So kind, so helpful. Did I mention he used to carry my groceries? Yes, I believe I did mention that. Well, everything was different on that one night. I saw him in the corridor. I woke up when I heard a scream, and I went outside to check. Mostly because Mr. Williams next door had the emergency medical situation recently, and I wanted to see if he needed help. Are you sure you don't want any tea? Where was I? Yes. It was not Mr. Williams who screamed. I'm almost sure it was Thomas. Similar to when Amy got by the shadow people. I saw him in the corridor, and he looked like the devil himself. Walking weirdly, dressed up very scruffily. Shirt partly out of his pants, barefoot, hair in a total mess. I've never seen him like this. I stepped back into my apartment as soon as I saw him, and he gave me that look, that gaze. I felt cold, like completely freezing. And mind you, I have rheumatism. Rheumatoid arthritis, to be precise. Just last week I saw a doctor about it and... back on topic. Thomas's eyes were like black coals. Something evil within them. Not like he was planning something, just like if he was. I don't know. It was like he was sleepwalking. But not really, you know? Either way, I slammed the door shut so fast it was like death itself chasing me. He wasn't even approaching my apartment, just walking by. Yet, I felt like if I turned away from that door, he would be there, standing with those weird eyes and some wicked smile. So, they've found him dead the same night, right? Shame. He was such a good man. Helped me with the groceries so many times because of the elevator. I think I mentioned it. But would you please inform the building manager they have to do something about the elevator already? Maybe they will listen to a proper authority. Now, would you perhaps want some tea? Who would have thought some of Thomas's neighbors were nice? I feel like we haven't really had bad encounters with the neighbors. It's helpful the way that keeps track of which one of these you've read. This one, it doesn't really do that. It would also be nice if I could just like right click to close it. Now here I am passing things on to Script Welder that I know he's paying attention or whatever. I don't mean to act like, oh, you have to do all these things I'm asking. Okay, so this probably is new because I would have only just recently actually defeated the puppets. The upper attic was the hideout of a madman. Mannequins posing as puppets everywhere. The whole place decorated like some sort of theater, waiting for the play that never starts. The puppet master was the one creating the mannequins, by removing ambitions and individuality from the sleeping people. Before I dispatched the monster, I learned that Thomas was apparently encountered by an individual known as the prisoner. No idea where to look for that person, though. At least, not yet. I don't know if the sarcophagus, the like Iron Maiden sort of situation, I don't know if that is separate. Like that might be its own little side extra thing, the way that it seems that like fighting Shadow Amy is like a side extra thing. I think I will just take the bonus health. That did seem to be very useful. I'm thinking post rebalance, it might not matter as much, but you know, we'll give it a try. You have one new message again. Hi there, Amy. Alex here. It's been a while. Sorry you didn't hear from me. I was really busy, and also I thought I'd give you some space. Don't want to bother you with my silly concerns. Either way, that old dog, right? The owner's finally decided it's time. We're scheduling the procedure tomorrow. Just remember, sometimes it's better to let someone go. Just remember that, okay? Thanks. Bye. I don't know about that, Alex. You called just to let me know that maybe I should forget about my dead brother. That's kind of heartless. I guess he feels like he's giving like a reality check. But remotely, when you don't know how someone's handling their grief or whatever, it doesn't have a lot of tact, does it? I think I have some points. I don't think I spent them. Yeah. Okay. Someone pointed out that if you do reach, where smaller weapons no longer have hasten, it reduces the damage, which is why I didn't do it. Or it gets rid of hasten. But I have damage raised from other sources, which I'd already kind of been factoring in. But they pointed out combining that with the Spider Fang, that stackable poison without hastening anything, is actually like really good. I feel like the Coffee Addict is so strong. It makes me want to go for that. Or honestly, the Big Pockets. But right now, since I'm kind of just doing, I like this rechecking old areas, and I feel like it is going to be likely that I have to do some kind of tough battles, then all of a sudden that does feel quite useful. Do I just want a tiny bit of luck? For 300 though, I would have to get every 3,000, like it would take 3,000 echoes to pay that back off again. That's not that crazy. I don't have much else to put that towards. I will do that. That does seem fine. I think Lucky Coal the lucky lump of coal lets you have luck when you otherwise wouldn't. So I think I will craft that as well. And if I ever have a spare focus in the dream, I can spend it on that. Because I haven't invested in actual luck, but I have had it occur a few times. So I was like, oh, there must just be like a base rate to it. But people were suggesting that maybe that's coming from the coal, which is cool. It's interesting. So I kind of want to open up that possibility. So I had revisited the hotel. Just the standard hotel. Not the West Wing, not the attic. I think I'm going to go check out the Forest of the Lost. see if that has changed at all from being cleared, and whether or not this is different should maybe inform to what extent the other areas have changed, if at all. So I started off the dream spawning in a variety of weapons, because in the hotel, the shades to filter you from revisiting the hotel were like instantaneous. And I figured, why not throw one on Nicole? Might save one of these more expensive things at some point. So high damage dealer, cleave, general purpose attack, and a lot of defending, and one spider's fang in case there's like a proper boss to fight against. Alright, well, at least I know I have that to come back to. I guess I should have checked the wardrobe as the actual first thing. Now I'll chime back in if or when there's anything interesting to discover and share. Okay, so there was coffee still in the main lobby area, and the truck is abandoned. It's not trashed or anything like that, so that nothing that dramatic has occurred. But the scientist, now I forget his name offhand, is not here. So that's a very, very minor difference. I guess we'll see to what extent anything else has changed. There's no Joshua. There is a briefcase. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's anything to fight here. I thought maybe I might still have to go through that. Oh yeah, of course. You do still need the chain. I don't think there's any reason to come up here and fight this monster, but I suddenly have like quite a wide range of items and a crap load of like thermoses. Well, just like I have 4 sips of my thermos, but like I'm not struggling here, so I figure, you know what, let's just go get a relatively easy kill and get a little bit of echoes from it. Oh yeah, so I got lucky swinging the cleaver there, which was pretty sweet. I'm just gonna take the damage there. I don't think it matters. I'm very highly suspicious here that I don't have a reason to be redoing this specific area. It doesn't really seem like it's leading anywhere, yielding anything new. I guess I am kind of just benefiting from it in the sense that there's quite a lot of echoes to be gotten. Like just chopping down the tree, like the one room earlier was, or like 2 rooms, whatever it was like 150 echoes or something like relatively large like that. So that's kind of a reason to come back here, I guess, but not really significant. You won't get that like first clear bonus or anything like that. But you know what? I might as well just kind of wrap it up. Wait, I just got to the fountain, and the puzzle to turn it on is not here. I guess that could have just been placed somewhere different. I'm fairly certain before it was just like directly in front of the fountain. Maybe that was just how it randomly ended up that one time. Oh dang, it seems like Tutu's not going to visit here on a repeat. I was hoping that I could show her the Sphinx and just get to witness that little interaction I missed before. Well, I don't know what to do. I guess I have to revisit where the literal fountain is, but clearly the puzzle is different than what I had done before. I've visited every area. I don't actually know what that marker means. Oh, that's where the researcher, the van is, where you can go trade up health for focus. What the heck? Because that's just the end area. This is the fountain puzzle. This is the water needs to be running through the water wheel. Do I actually need to first interact with the valve? Oh, maybe that is the first. It never seemed like it did anything. Then she comments, I can hear water flowing. Is that somehow a necessary step and I never realized that before? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah, it was just a thing I just kind of did because, I don't know, you just want to click around on things when they show up. I already know I did that stupidly. Yeah, so as far as I can tell, there wasn't actually a real reason to come back to this, which is kind of a shame that there's no real way to know that until you're in it doing it, just because it takes a while. It takes a while to run through the whole area. But at least I farmed like a kind of okay amount of echoes out of it. But like, I don't know if it'll actually be that many, 1,000 or something maybe total. Or you can just run up to the cave. Like, what if I just run ahead to the cave? Nah, you can't even do that. So yeah, nothing was actually different. Not in any significant way that made that worthwhile. Okay, you managed to run out with more echoes than I thought, but was that really worth a half hour of grinding? Like, a little less than that, but like probably not really. I have quite a lot of useful upgrades at this point. I think I'm going to take the Coffee Addict and the Big Pockets to get those back up to a better place. Healing that extra focus and being able to carry more things is more valuable than crafting specific items. Maybe for 100. For 100 I'll learn how to make the trash can lid. Why not? Then at least I have one more option for that. And running around a little faster. It's not a significant difference at all, really. But it is nice. It is nice to, especially when you're backtracking through things. Which now, like, I don't really see a reason to go back to the city or to go to the caves or go to these other areas. Because, like, going to the first area a second time had an interesting spin on it, and it kind of made sense in its own, like, unique way of maybe why you would go back and do that. Maybe I would go back and fight, like, Shadow Amy. I still may end up going to do that because I don't know what comes after dealing with the Sirens, but I think for now I might as well just try and wrap that up and then I don't know, make some decisions after. I was informed that you can actually bash this, and that is a way of getting coins. I don't know how many coins though, but that's a really interesting. I should have like thought of it before. It's smart. It's cool. I like that a lot as like a mechanic, and it answers the question of like, do you have to learn how to generate coins? You don't. Nice cleaver right off the bat. Okay, we're doing swimmingly. So I managed to get a full thermos off of that, and a tiny bit else, but that was definitely the most useful thing. This time, rather than discarding the jade and the horseshoe, I might as well just hang on to them, because they might actually contribute to my luck during the fight, and having that little bonus luck is seems worthwhile. So like, why would I toss that? And more, another thermos, so I can craft quite the arsenal for myself. Yeah, there's also the coffee there, so I can load up on just about everything here. Especially since I have the Coffee Addict bonus, so I'm going to gain a full 12 off of this. And what I have... Do I have 6 different sips of the coffee? So I have like 24 more focus I can get off of that as well. Like, I'm basically just going to craft everything. Oh, I won't have things like the axe and stuff though. I'm kind of forgot that I had those on the previous dream because I found them. Having the axe and the shovel was really nice. So I crafted the max durability of everything except for the coin, and I still have so much focus left. So it probably would have been good if I had the imagination for like 1 or 2 weapons to bring into this fight with me. But you know, I got a pretty healthy stack of stuff, so hopefully it's enough to actually get through. I have to think that with the way that this has been rebalanced, and all the damage upgrades and things I had taken, that like probably it'll go in my favor. I guess I just am re-skipping all that dialogue again. Okay, so definitely you are getting spider fanged. That's just get that going ASAP. And no hasten on that is huge. That does make a huge difference. Even though you're gonna start casting like heal around and things like that, I think I might as well get the first. I might as well spread the spider biting around. Like you might. Oh, nice, a little bit of a dodge too. So that's probably also the lucky coal kicking in actually. So having that layered up for me is pretty damn good. Yeah, so maybe rather than healing nonstop, their focus is going to go more aggressively on like buffing themselves and debuffing me and things like that. Yeah, let's just hammer on you and stack a little bit more of that bleed. You're going to throw more defense up. How does that work? Block damage 1. Okay, so I just kind of won't focus on you primarily, I guess. Get a cleave and more bleed going. Kind of spread the bleed around a little bit. Now I think if I just go absolutely hardcore with the pickaxe, maybe that was the wrong call. I left myself very, very exposed there. I was just thinking like I want to outpace that heal. I don't know if that was the right call. And it won't quite work regardless. I'll be able to finish her off next turn. Yeah. So that is fine actually. And again, I am leaving myself exposed for like another pretty open attack, but that's fine. And I got lucky as well. Not having the ability to heal is a little rough. I might end up paying for that a little bit, but you know, one down. I think you ladies got nothing on me. I don't think I have anything that can slow you. And I don't really want to have to just kind of alternate blocks. How much are you planning to attack me for? Damage 4. I only have 9 left, so I can't just do that indefinitely. Oh, I do have a slow. There we go. Okay, that's the move. I will not be left unpunished. Well, let's see what you can really do about it. How about that? Okay, now we're in a good place. Now I'm not especially concerned. Sure, I'll take 2 from each of them. That is a little concerning. Just as long as you don't also queue up a super blow. Okay. Well then. No, this is fine. This is fine because you'll just bleed out from that alone. So that is already in my favor. Let's heavy stack point. I probably could have just started hammering with like, no, you'll pay for this, human. I probably could have just started hammering with the higher damage dealing items, but I only had 1 of the pickaxe left, so I think that was the right call. So a combination of these not healing themselves. Oh my god, that was down to 1 health. I almost spoke too soon there, being like, yeah, I figured it out, easy peasy. I'm great at this now. But damn, it's critical hit. Okay, also affected by luck. The lucky coal might actually be really, really, really useful. I don't know how much those other lucky items were contributing if at all. Respecking definitely helped, but also rebalancing helped. And even then, I was probably playing a little too loose there. I should probably learn to imagine healing items and a couple other things to have some kind of guarantees. They won't feast upon anyone's emotions anymore. So, what did they call that place where the prisoner is located? It sounded somewhere Italian? Carceri something? Di Invenzione, I think? Carceri di Invenzione. Di Invenzione? I don't. Carceri di Invenzione. Jeez, not even. Nope, moving past it. Whatever that is. I need to find Tutu. They will know what to do next. Is Tutu with A? I hadn't registered that before, or at least if I did, I forgot. My bad. I don't think there's anything left to inspect. We'll take our 1 health and get the hell out of Dodge. So, progress, a little bit of slow progress in the last couple episodes here, trying to tie up some loose-ish ends. Do you know what? I have a bit of time. Just in my own personal schedule, I am gonna run back to the area to fight Dream Amy. I have a bunch more echoes I can now invest, so I can try and fill in a couple kind of gaps. And I'll read up on the paperwork and everything. Maybe a little silly to refer to it as paperwork, you know what I mean. The casino was almost exactly what I expected it to be, but somehow still worse. People addicted to gambling and alcohol, people manipulated into forfeiting their dreams and hopes. All that for a chance to get close to a trio of singers, actual predatory sirens. Before I ended their cruel reign, they told me where to find the prisoner. Carceri Dimensione, imaginary prisons, whatever that place is. I need to find Tutu and ask them about it. Presumably I'll have an additional location to go to in the whole dream network now. Imaginary prisons, otherwise, okay, is a series of etchings created by the Italian architect, archaeologist, and artist Giovanni Battista. I wonder if this is a real thing. Battista Piranesi. I wasn't expecting an extra name. Giovanni Battista Piranesi in the middle of the 18th century. The drawings depict enormous underground chambers filled with stairs, passageways, and columns containing various kinds of mechanisms. Drawbridges, wheels, cables, pulleys, and levers. Heavy brick and stone structures span multiple levels, composing an unsettling environment enriched by Roman-style arches and bas-reliefs depicting lions and people. Cantilevered pathways hang over chasms, obstructed by massive iron bars or wooden blockades. The stone vaults are filled with chains, gallows, and instruments of torture. Some of the etchings display deliberate, impossible geometries, blocked passages, or dark and seemingly endless staircases. Oh, this isn't just like the endless staircase guy, is it? These works were personal, it is said. The imaginary prisons were created during the delirium of a fever, suggesting that Piranesi had seen those Gothic halls in a dream, or a series of dreams, in sickness. Whatever pushed the Italian artist to produce the Carceri Dimensione, the etchings, and are undoubtedly a display of eerie labyrinthine visions that inspired later generations, including Edgar Allan Poe and Martis Cornelis Escher. Drawings of places from feverish dreams. Well, hopefully Thomas didn't get too wrapped up in all that. Sounds like not something that would be very healthy for a troubled young man struggling with his dreams. Possibly a voicemail to come back to? Yes. Hi, Amy. How are you doing? The boss was asking about you. As in, if you're coming back. At this point, if you count my wasted nights, not just going through the dream nights, it has been like 9 days, but closer to like 2 weeks at this point. I told him to go to hell. I mean, not literally, but come on. Feel the room, man. You need time, and there's nothing that can be done about it. That being said, I hope you won't take much more of that time. Well, that's not that understanding of you, cosplaying as someone being considerate. Not sure for how long we can justify this leave of yours here. The clinic won't run itself. I've got to be brief this time, but I'll try reaching out to you again tomorrow. Well, that was no shorter or longer than your usual messages, Alex. I would say that was pretty typical. Learning the first aid kit is really expensive. The 4, 3, and 1... The rusty axe is costly to dream up. It really, really is. So it makes me wonder if I should be focusing on other things. Bleed time increasing further. Oh, really expensive. Really expensive. Healing things healing better. I haven't invested in that at all. Pretty immediate benefit from that. Better defending, I think, would go a pretty long way. Damn, that really wiped things out faster than I was prepared for. Well then, what do I have left? Then I guess I will do the axe. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Could I have done the revolver? No. No, I couldn't have. Which seemed like it would be a good thing to just go fight my mirror self and just shoot them. That seems like that would have been very, very effective, but I don't think that'll be an option for me. I do kind of just want to inspect the room that the puppet master was in. Okay, so it just is an immediate way out. I was curious if there would be items to discover or like a passageway or something. So that makes me think there's no reason to revisit the other dreams that had end bosses, like the Spider Queen or the Sirens. Like, I don't think it'll be worth going back to those. Oh, it gives a full thermos now. What an insanely big upgrade of a find that is. Well then. I found quite a few weapons lying around. I have a full thermos. I have the coffee in this room to drink. I'll be able to load up on basically everything. Oh, I still don't have the thing that raises the max durability of an item. That's actually such a huge one. I gotta figure out what upgrade I was missing that leads to that. Since I have so much going for me in terms of thermos and like focus recovery, I think I might as well invest in the lucky coal, load up on that. The benefit you end up getting by spending 4 focus on coal in order to like regenerate items is huge. And I see right there. I should start doing the coal first. I just got lucky on my thermos consumption. I very nearly forgot to generate a coin. I'm fairly certain I need one, don't I? I'm pretty sure I do. That was my last focus. I should have confirmed that before spending absolutely everything, probably. Like, I was generating things that I didn't need. I didn't need to generate multiple charges of of the human bone. Like, that didn't have value for me at that point. Oh my god, I can't believe I almost forgot that. Like, the suddenness with which I clued in at the last possible second. A bit of a relief. Because I think I got off pretty lucky overall with what I found and was able to generate. So, yeah, I'm grateful. Okay, right off the bat. Damage 4 and heals 2. I guess... I don't remember if she just attacks indefinitely, actually, now that we're here. I got lucky on it, and it does apply bleed, so I might as well do it again. Yeah, I think you kind of do just have to... I think you gotta tank a couple hits. I'll get some heavy bleed going against you. Probably having something like the revolver would actually make a really big difference. But I might as well just keep blocking since I negate the damage perfectly. Okay, here's my opportunity. Devastating. 3 times 4. And heal 6? Holy shit. I can block all of the damage though with that, so that I'm pretty good on that front. Three turn bleed. Okay, the axe actually has better bleed, so even though I'm not benefiting from the cleave, I might as well go to town on that. Ooh, this I can't fight this off very much. Like, I'll get away with it this once. Okay, I had a dodge in there. Okay, and I managed to hang on to slightly more than I expected. But I think I need to change focus to damage dealing. They have so much health. So much health. Not having something like the revolver might actually make a kind of an incredible difference in this fight. Let's see how this goes. Because this is kind of the end of my shielding potential. And I'm just going to get wrecked. Oh, you're healing every swing. Oh, shit. Oh, it was 3 times. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You might actually need the gun for this fight to really be doable. Because I kind of can't just, like, take hits. I think I kind of do have to take hits now. Because when she starts healing... Oh, she's healing now as well, though. This is not good. I'm not as prepared for this as I thought I was. That's dicey. I can only survive one more of those. And oh, now you're immediately jumping to your 0 warning on that one? Dang, son. You're gonna heal so much. I'm so screwed, aren't I? I'll block 2 of these with that heal. Oh, you're switching tactics, hey? Well, I think it's too late for me. I'm lucky to have gotten that back. Yeah. I guess I can try and outpace her damage, but now she'll hurt me and heal. So, oh, the dodge. Clutch dodge. Okay, but now every time I feel like, it's worked out in my favor. Oh, I can't believe that came back around. Oh, fantastic. I'm in such a good place. Really, really narrow. Really, really close. Not gonna happen on this one. I guess I could just hope I get lucky. So, like, maybe I do just try it again. Oh, it just rewinding time just dropped me back to the start of the dream. I guess that makes sense. In that case, I probably should have just woken up. Oh, I know. I have... Okay. No, my health came back, not my focus. I have all that same stuff. I'll try one more time, but I'm not really expecting anything to go differently there. She's starting with the heavy attack this time around. So, at the very least, that gives me a chance to go hard on the poison. So that's something. And I guess I'll use the boards first to at least apply bleed back, even though the healing is outpacing things there. Like, it's something. It's borderline in my favor. Okay, switching to the big attack again, which buys me a bit of time to go really aggressive. I will use the trash can this time, since it's my only real way to actually kind of not just eat stupid amounts of damage. Oh, you're going for that again. Yeah, if I had a really high damage, if I had like the revolver basically, then there's a chance this could work. The difference that blocking 1 will make versus me just going fully offensive. I think I just have to go for offense. She's gonna heal so much here regardless of if I block. Oh man, getting knocked over like that really got dummy. So all of this almost, like, it's going decently well, but now you're gonna do it in just 1 turn. If I would have had 1 turn extra. Oh shit! No, that's it. That barely worked. I didn't have time to read that one. Sledgehammer? Oh, a mask. Oh, I guess we are still in like the puppet attic, aren't we? This mask looks like my face. I got an upset stomach by just looking at it. Yeah, that's freaky as hell. I'd be upset by that too. I wouldn't want that. Sledgehammer. Yes, I do want to pick that up. Tell me, stunning job. Find a really big hammer. Tell me about it. A massive hammer. If it wasn't a dream, I probably couldn't swing it so easily. Damage 4, cleave, slow, and slow other enemies. So it's slowing has a cleave to it. So yeah, that's pretty huge. Do you want to talk to me after all that? None of that is, it was the same stuff. So I think I can just leave. Okay, I really thought I was going to have to do that like multiple times. And wait, where the heck, how do I leave here now? Am I crazy? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I thought I was going to have to go back and go farm focus from another dream by replaying it in order to be able to afford the revolver, so I'm glad I didn't have to do all that. That's, we got the benefit without having to do it over crazy, insane, ridiculous way. So now I guess in the next episode I just move forward into the next area, assuming that that's just available in the dream map at this point. Yeah, so. There's very little I'll be able to afford with that. Maybe I can't afford the revolver, so probably not the sledgehammer either. We'll see if there's anything else useful. And there we go, another decent chunk of progress, kind of wrapping up a few loose ends and pushing forward. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.